Good morning, this is Tracy with Totally Trace. I am here and I'm going to demonstrate a card, and today's going to be another one of those twofer cards because, well, I'll explain in a minute why, but I am here to make two cards for you live. And what you're looking at right now is I've got a couple things to share before I get started. So first, in March, I'm doing my yearly March mystery mailer. And so what that means is when you purchase in my online store, which in the comments is the link to do that, I'm going to send you a mystery mailer. So if you spend $50 in my online store, I'm going to send you $30 worth of product from my stash. If you spend $100, I'm going to send you $70. And so I just want to give you an idea of what that is. Oh, hang on. I forgot one thing. Okay. So, if you spend $100, I want to show you what your mystery mailer could look like. Remember, everybody's going to get something different because, first, it's supposed to be a mystery, and it's coming from my stash, so I don't have duplicates of much. So, you might get an embossing folder, a pack of cards. So, there's 10 cards with envelopes in there. You could get a stamp set, a whole pack of unopened designer series paper. And then I also threw in, because remember it's $70 value if you spend $100 in my online store. Both of these together, if they were full packs, would be over $20 right here. But since they're not full packs, I counted them as half. So you can see this is only missing a few gems here and here. And this ribbon, it's a 10-yard roll, I believe, and I think I used not even a yard. But I am counting that as open, so you get double it. So this could be what your mystery mailer would look like with a $100 order. So if you've got a wish list going, which, I mean, really, who doesn't, then click on that link in my comments, place an order in my online store, and I will get a mystery mailer out to you. The more you spend, the more you receive. So again, $50, I'll send you $30 worth of products. If you spend $100, I'll send you $70, and it keeps going up from there. All right, one other thing before I start making some cards for you this morning is the Easter card class is still available. I went live with it not this past Wednesday, the Wednesday before. We made these 5 cards and a cute little treat holder, which I just put away. That wasn't very smart of me. It's a cute little basket. Your kit will come to you like this. It has 6 sheets of the 6x6 designer series paper. You get 3 feet of that really cute gingham ribbon, and then all the cardstock cut and prepped for you to make those 5 cards plus the Easter basket. If you want this kit, click on in the comments. Again, the link is right there for you. Okay. Now let's get started on today's card. I am going to be using the Easter Joy bundle, Easter basket bundle. Sorry about that. So it's this. It's adorable. I am not using any of the designer series paper today. I'm just using, actually, really what I'm using is the dies. And you can see I've got some pulled out because my husband is in the other room prepping for those Easter Joy kits. Those orders keep coming in, and so he's fast away die cutting. So I'm going to be using that. Now, if you follow me, you know I love a good white on white card. I'm going to switch it up a little bit, which I told you I was going to do 2 cards. So I'm going to do a non-white on white. I'm going to push myself outside of my comfort zone. We'll see how it turns out, and then I'll do my traditional white on white, and then I'll let you tell me which one you prefer, if I need to get away from that white on white or if I need to stick with it. All right, so I'm going to cut my card base, and I am using soft seafoam green, a great spring color, and I'm cutting at 5.5. So I'm just cutting it in half. It's 5.5 by 8.5, and then I'm going to score this long side at 4.25. Okay, and so then I have another sheet that is 5.25 by 4. Let me get this out of my way. And I'm going to use the Beautiful Pattern 3D embossing folder, and I'm just going to run that through and get that embossed. And I've already done that ahead of time. So there it is. Let's see, can you see that? It seems like it's a little dark in here today. Hopefully you can see that. All right. And then of this Easter basket bundle, it makes the most adorable baskets. So look, this is just a die cut that I ran through on white. Love that. And then you can build your basket. So there's grass that you can put in it. There's a ruffle that you can do. We can weave the basket. So of course I'm doing it all. So first I'm going to weave, and this is a die cut too, and it cuts out 8 in just one little run through. So you'll have plenty. And so when I got it, I just ran a bunch through all my spring colors, pinks, blues, yellows, greens. And so I just have a bunch ready to go to weave some baskets. Okay. I'm going to stick with the white, but now I'm going to go the opposite way. Good morning, Marilyn. Trying to see other people popping in. If you would say good morning, tell me where you're from, or good evening if you're over in Australia, because I know lots of my Australia friends join me Saturday mornings, Saturday evenings for them. Say something to me in the comments so that I know you're here. Choo-choo. All right, we're gonna leave it just like that. And then I am gonna do this. See, look, I can't get away from the white on white. Got a little paper fuzz on there. All right, let's cut off this excess. And then I'm gonna go ahead and glue this down. Good morning. Is it Mary or Mary Ann? What do you like to be called? And she is East Coast like me. It is feeling like summer here today, which I know a lot of my cold friends might think that's a great thing, but it's really high humidity today and it just feels like pea soup outside. It's not very pleasant today. So good day for me to be inside crafting. All right, so look how cute that is. And now I am making a spring card, not necessarily an Easter card. So I'm gonna put flowers in it. And let's just play with this. I was thinking the grass. And then this is, now that I'm looking at it, I guess this must be a card I really, or a basket I really like, because it's looking very similar to one that you'll create in the Easter Joy class. So all of these are die cuts from it. Oh, okay, Marianne. Well, welcome. I'm glad you're joining me this morning. The stems, the flowers, everything is a die cut that comes in this bundle. I think it needs 3. Okay, so now here's going to be the fun part, is gluing all that together. I am going to pull out my silicone mat just because lots of tiny pieces and I don't want glue all over my workstation, because then you know how that goes. Everything sticks. Okay. So I'm just going to put a thin line of glue here on the front of the grass, and then I'm just going to lay this right over the top of it. And we'll let that dry. And then my flower stems, I'm going to do the same thing. All All right, so I see more and more of you are popping in. Today I'm gonna make 2 cards, so stay tuned for the second one. They're gonna be the exact same layout. I'm just gonna change up the colors a little bit today. All right, now these, come on. And then when I put this on the card, I'll show you another way that we're gonna secure them more. If you're thinking, Tracy, is that really gonna stick with that thin piece of glue? First, it will, but I know it makes me nervous sometimes too. Good morning, Linda. All right, so let's look at how this color combination. See, I love that Shy Shamrock that I cut all the foliage in. I love how it looks on the soft seafoam green. And then I'm just going to, yep, let's get all this glued down. All right. So for those of you that might be nervous about how those leaves were glued, here's the little secret. When I put some dimensionals on, I can just cover them so that they stay. And let's use just a little mini, I'm gonna use some of my scrap pieces of adhesive. Look at this sheet, it's almost done. I'd really like to get rid of it. Okay, lift all these back. I tend to put everything off center on my card. And now these we're going to glue onto the card. And actually I think I'm gonna pop them all up. Oh good, that'll be another excuse to use these tiny little pieces. Let me cut these up. And that one might still be too big. Let's see. Oh, I do have a couple minis still on this one. And we're just going to set them right on top of these. Okay, look how cute that is. And then of course we need a sentiment. So let's do, I'm gonna do Hello Spring, because again, I don't want this to necessarily be an Easter card. And then I'm gonna get a white scrap out. And let's try Shy Shamrock. Pretty in pink would look good too, but I know sometimes that will hide with how light it is. Okay, I'm gonna try it with the pink. That might be a little too bold, we'll see. So getting out my pretty and pink. And I'm also gonna stamp it a little bit lower on this because I feel like I wanna cut this piece down. What do you think? The Shy Shamrock or the pretty and pink? Right, I think I like the pink better. Oh, and I like it right there. So we'll just put one dimensional there. And then of course we need some gems. So I pulled out the Iridescent Pearls Basic Jewels. I had to look up to see if these were still current because I feel like I've been using these forever. There we go. I don't know what's going on with my paper there. Something. Oh. All right, that'll come off. There we go. All right, so there is version number 1. So again, I told you I'm a white on white. I just feel like it adds some elegance. So this is not normally a card I would make. So I'm going to make the exact same card, same layout and everything, and you're going to tell me what you think. So I do have, hopefully I have all the pieces here laying next to me. So I'm going to use a white card base. And then, again, I've got the same, it's that Beautiful Patterns 3D embossing folder. It has such a like dainty embossed look to it. Perfect for baby cards, spring cards. And then I'm bringing in the soft sea foam. See, I'm already loving it so much more. I'm going to weave it with white. We'll see. Does anybody already have this bundle? I'll say I'm shocked that it has not sold out yet. The gems have, and the ephemera pack has, so I'm sure this is soon to go. Do I have another? Oh yeah, here's another white. Come on. He does not want to go. There we go. Hi there, Debbie. Okay, we're just going to cut. And then same as the last card, I'm going to add this little ruffle. And let's see how the grass looks with it. I might do it without the grass on this one. Let's change it up a little bit. Yes, I think I like it without the grass with this. So pull in the mat again. Good thing I used the mat. You see, I got more on the mat than I did on the stem. Hi, Renee. All right, and then we're just going to stick these to the back again. And this time, instead of pink, I did pull out, oh gosh, I think it's peach pie. What am I looking for? Oh. Well, we're going to use the last of that piece. We'll put it right over that one. Again, off center. right, peach pie. Whatever the in color is, that's what I'm using. Hopefully I'm not saying the name of an older one, but I might be. All right, if you are just joining, I have made 2 cards this morning. One with the soft seafoam background and one with the white. I love white on white cards that are embossed, and so that's what I have here for you, but I try to go a little outside of my comfort zone, so you're going to tell me which one you like better. And it is peach pie that I use, by the way. I just pulled out the ink and it's there. And then again, I'm just going to cut it a little bit thinner. And we'll add some gems. Again, this time I think I'm going to go the opposite way. All right, so let me know, what do you think of these cards? Would you stick with the white, or should I continue to go more so with the colored backgrounds? While you are looking at those and deciding, remember I am live every Wednesday. I do, if you look at my calendar, those of you on my email list, to be honest, I might have forgotten to post it to Facebook. Delicate Whispers is supposed to be a class coming up. Stay tuned, because right now lots of things are going unorderable at Stampin' Up. So that might change. I'm working to make sure I can get something for you that you actually can order. But I will be live next Wednesday demonstrating a card, and I hope to see you there. If you like these cards, give me a thumbs up. If you're not already following me, I'd love to have you following me so you get notifications. Oh, and Patricia just joined too. I will see you next time. Thanks for joining today. Bye, everybody.